Old ballast was one red, one blue, one black and one white. New has 2 blue wires. I tried not using both of the blue lines and still has a bright start and then dims to almost nothing and flickers. Help.
Hello and welcome to Just Answer. My name is I will be happy to assist you with your electrical question. 1. How many wires and the wire colors on the new ballast? 2. How many tubes in the fixture?
5 wires, 2 blue, 1 red, 1 black and 1 white. 2 ballasts and 4 96 inches T12 tubes.
Thanks for confirming. 1. Do you have each ballast wired as per the diagram shown below?
Black to black, white to white, red to red and both blues to blue.
1. The wire colors on the tombstone ends don't have any significance as those colors can be anything. 2. Do you have each ballast wired according to the diagram I sent? If so, have you double-checked the tombstone end insert connections and wire nut splices?
The original ballast had 4 wires, new has 5. 1 extra blue. The fixture has 4 tubes and 2 ballasts. Does the red from the ballast still go to the red on the tube? Where does the 2 blue wires go? I am not an electrician and not sure what a tombstone is. I can replace a light switch on the wall and use like-for-like replacement parts. There are only 1 red and 1 blue from each set of 2 tubes that are visible. To me.
1. The end connections where each tube is inserted are called the tombstones. 2. Each blue wire from the ballast will terminate to a separate tombstone. Therefore, you will have 1 blue wire terminating to 2 tombstone ends. 3. The red wire from the ballast will splice together and will terminate to the opposite tombstone ends. 1. Each ballast gets wired independently for 2 tubes.
In the illustration link, it looks like the red side couples together, which brings 1 red line out to tie into the new ballast. On the blue side it shows 2 blue lines coming out, however the only line I have is 1 blue line. I tied the red out into the red in. I have tied both of the blue lines from the ballast into the 1 blue line from the tube side, tombstone. Sorry for my lack of electrical knowledge.
1. Yes, that is correct. The 1 red ballast wire will split off and get jumpered to 2 tombstone ends. 2. The 2 remaining tombstone ends on the other side will each have their own separate blue wire terminated.
Which means I have to tail the tombstone side apart and make sure that the blue side is independent of each other? I would need to create a new line?
Thanks for the replies. 1. From the ballast red wire, splice that wire into 2 other red wires using a wire nut. Then insert each red wire into 1 end on a separate tombstone. 2. From the ballast blue wires, terminate each blue into the opposite tombstone ends. 3. Look at the diagram and let's call the red wire the left side and the 2 blue wires the right side of the light fixture.
Okay, I will have to take apart the covers on the tombstone end and get better access to where they go. Give me a minute.
1. Yes, each ballast gets wired to only 2 tubes since 1 ballast only controls 2 tubes. Thus each ballast is wired independently from each other on the tombstone ends. 2. The sealing white neutral wire will splice to the two ballast white neutrals. The sealing switch loop wire, hot wire, will splice to the two ballast black wires. 3. Make sure the ballast is properly grounded and screwed into light fixture metal housing. No problem, take your time. Thanks. Kevin.
The schematic shows only 2 bulbs and 1 ballast. The lamp housing has 2 ballasts and 4 tubes. I have all of the white lines tied together. I have all of the black lines tied together. The 2 blue lines from each ballast are tied independently from each other and the red lines are tied together. So the 2 blue lines from the tombstone are on one side and the red 2 lines are on the other side. The opposite end has black and white. The original wiring was different than the illustration. Is the line in and the ballast simply go together and does not connect to any of the tombstone posts?
1. Yes, the schematic diagram shows 1 ballast and 2 tubes. Since you have 2 ballasts and 4 tubes, you need to pair off 2 tubes with 1 ballast and repeat for the second tube pair with the second ballast. 2. The black and white ballast wires and black and white sealing house wires do not get terminated to the tombstone end pieces. Only blue and red wires will terminate to the tombstone ends. Let me know if this better explains things.
Sending images. All of the black and white lines no longer go to hot and neutral?
1. What are the 2 wire colors that originate from the sealing box house wires? 1 black and 1 white?
Line in from power source is white and black. No green or ground.
Okay, very good. 1. Then that black house wire is the switch loop wire that extends from the wall switch. The house white wire is the neutral wire. Splice the house black switch loop wire to the 2 ballast black wires. Splice the house white neutral to the 2 ballast white neutrals. This now takes care of the black and white wires. 2. The remaining wires are the reds and blues which connect to the tombstone end pieces.
Okay, since the old wires going to the opposite end are black and white, does the black wire attach to one of the ballast blues and the white wire attach to the other ballast blue? Is this considered a series or parallel system?
1. The wire colors of the tombstone end pieces will splice to the ballast red and blue wires. 2. The house sealing box wires, 1 black and 1 white, splice to the ballast blacks and whites. Splice color to color 3, parallel system.
Okay, I will have to tackle this. I am doing this for my employer in my spare time. Get back to you as soon as I can.
Very good. Thanks. Kevin.
If you have a home improvement or appliance question and want to chat with an expert now, visit justanswer.com/ythi.